Chip Off the Old Block by Jody Jensen Schaefer, illustrated by Daniel Miaris. Rocky was a part of a great big family. Tons of his relatives were rock stars. Aunt Etna, Uncle Gibraltar, Mom and Dad, Great-Grandma Half Dome, my cousins, The Wave, Dino, The Tower, and Rushmore. He loved when his parents told him about the most remarkable ones. Uncle Gibraltar ruled over massive ships in huge oceans. Aunt Etna could put on a light show like no one else. And Great-Grandma Half Dome lived just a stone's throw away. "I want to do something important too," said Rocky. "But you're just a pebble," said his mom. "A chip off the old block," said his dad. But inside, Rocky was a boulder. He was little, but he knew he could do big things. That night, after his parents went to bed, Rocky made his plan. "I'll join my cousin and become part of one of the most amazing formations on Earth." The next morning, Rocky hopped a ride to Arizona. He landed with a thunk. Rocky was just settling in with his cousin, the Wave, when a strong wind whisked him away. "Whoa! Dude!" shouted his cousin. "Way to catch some air!" Rocky tossed and tumbled, and when he landed, he noticed a piece of him had broken off. "Oh no! I hope I'm still big enough to make a difference." Rocky was smaller, but he remembered another relative who stood tall. So he caught a ride to Wyoming. Rocky landed with a thud. He had almost anchored himself to his towering cousin when a storm rolled in and washed him away. Whoosh! "Help!" Rocky gurgled. "Enjoy the ride, Rocky!" his cousin yelled back. It was clear the two of them didn't share the same sediment. Rocky swooped and bounced until he hit a tree, thwack, and landed on a car. But he wasn't giving up. "I know I can still matter," he said. "I can be big with my cousins in Texas." After a long trip south, Rocky landed with a plop. "I'll safeguard these ancient sauropod tracks," he said. Rocky was doing a great job until an armadillo sent him skipping. Yikes! Rocky was disappointed, but he was still ready to roll. He set his sights on South Dakota. Rocky bumped and bounced all the way to Mount Rushmore. He landed with a plonk. "I may be tiny, but I can still rock a souvenir stand." He was surveying his surroundings when he overheard a worker. "Sorry, folks, park's closed. Lincoln's nose is cracked." Rocky was crushed. He had traveled so far, searched so hard, lost so much mass. "Now I'll never be great like my relatives." Then he looked up. Something about that majestic mountain reminded him of what he was made of. Cousin Rushmore may be monumental, but everybody needs a little help sometimes. Rocky hitched a ride to the top, climbed out for a better look, and jumped. Rock and roll! Rocky dove over Lincoln's hair, somersaulted past Lincoln's forehead, surfed between Lincoln's eyebrows, and landed, plink, in the crack in Lincoln's nose. He was a perfect fit. "I did it! I did something important! I saved Abraham Lincoln!" "Solid," said his cousin. Workers hugged, reporters snapped pictures, and Mount Rushmore opened as usual. All thanks to Rocky, the little pebble that wouldn't be taken for granted. If you'd like to learn more about rocks and Rocky's family, be sure to check out A Chip Off the Old Block at our media center or other libraries.